So, and we are live by the second today. The only thing is, I still have to change the countdown. If you are watching this right now, if you're watching me right now, so you have a goal, you want to change something, and the morning is the best possible way to go into our beliefs, our thinking, the way we thought so far, and change it. And I'm welcoming you to the 5:30 a.m. morning club, where we start the day in the best possible way. So we have another 4 minutes to go. And if you like, I invite you to write into the comments where you're watching this from. My name is Daniel Schwenger. I'm here in Geneva, Switzerland, and the idea of this morning club is that the morning is the same for everyone. Everyone, rich, poor, healthy, unhealthy, happy, unhappy, has to start the cycle again and has all the opportunities to put the day into their direction. And this is your possibility to start the brand new day in the best possible way. And I'm here for you with inspiration and a little process, like a little plan, how to start the morning. So it's the 28th of August. Welcome. wishing you a wonderful good morning here from Geneva, Switzerland. I'm Daniel. And so the question is also, where are you watching this from? Write it into the comments. I see first making their giving likes to this live video. This is live, so I'm very happy. So if I can inspire you this morning. So what are we doing this morning? So we start with a breathing little meditation. Then we start going into gratitude, because the power and energy of gratitude is so important to get us into the right vibes. And then we write our goal. So what is it that we are looking for, the big goal and our vision? And we're already going into the feeling of it. And then we are going into the action mode, writing what is it we are going to do today. And then you receive a little inspiration from me for the day. And it's going to be from the common denominator of success, from Albert Gray. So, and we have an ambitious plan because it's all done under 30 minutes. And that's my goal for you, to give you efficient and also effective way to start the day. And so we do that now. Breathing in, breathing out, feeling it, feeling our heart's energy. And we're starting now. And I am also giving you some affirmations on the go. Good morning, Detlef. Good morning, Esther. So wonderful. Good morning, Kirsten. You're with me this morning. Okay, let's start the countdown now. So breathe in and breathe out. Feel your energy. And feel your love and harmony. And today I want to inspire you about living a life in harmony. I am the sole power in my world, and I am creating a peaceful, happy life for myself. I trust life and everything that comes my way, and I know it's going to be okay for me, and I can handle it. I create a stress-free day for me and live with my power and energy. Take another deep breath. And we are moving in to the energy of gratitude writing the things we are grateful for in the past, in the present, or in the future. And this is the best way. You see it also in other beliefs, faith, religions, to go into your inner balance and creating the gratefulness, and then your purpose, what you're looking for. So we are starting into writing 5 minutes what you are grateful for. Thank you for being with me this morning. Also Petra. And we are starting the countdown now. So now we are moving from this energy with gratitude. And I'm so grateful for everyone watching from Holzkirchen, from Kiel, and everywhere around the world, that we are now going into the goal. So Bob Proctor, my mentor, and yeah, the like really like the legend of mindset coaching, he said, well, it's not about something that you have already achieved that is really exciting and that is really inspiring you and making you wake up in the morning at 5. It's something that you've never done before, but you feel it's there. And you might not really know what it is, but you're going to find out. But create a vision around it and create your purpose. And so that is the idea with writing your goal right now, our goals, and going into it the same way we have gone into gratitude in the into the feeling that this vision is already achieved and this goal. So now write your goal, write it in detail, and get into the feeling as it would already be achieved. Wishing you a lot of fun with it. I started the countdown a little bit after the music, so the countdown is still running, so you can now finalize your goal, write it with passion, with emotion, as it would already be there. Okay, that's the idea. And now we are moving towards the next step, and that is writing the actions for today. And maybe you have already done your list for today and you have things that you have to do, but what is it that you are pushing away that is maybe a little bit hard to do? Thinking about your, like, something in detail, calling someone, writing a message that is important, achieving the goal, or just asking somebody something where you hesitant to do. And Napoleon Hill, basically the philosopher of success, so many success coaches and mentors rely on his ideas. He said, ask, and 9 times out of 10, people will give it to you. But you have to ask, okay? And so that's my inspiration for you today, so that maybe your success is not so far away. You're just making it complicated. Maybe you just have to grasp the next possible thing that is right there, but takes this effort, takes this out of the comfort zone moment. And so we are already here at 5:48. So why not going the next step after this call? So write it down. So we are starting a 2 minute countdown now for writing your daily actions. Have fun. So, how did it go for you this morning with the gratitude, with your goal, and now writing down your daily actions? I hope you are inspired. And so, to give you a little bit more inspiration for this morning, I have a text that I'm sharing little bits of, digestible bits for the morning. So, and today it is again the common denominator of success. That's by Albert Gray, is his name. And the idea is to highlight the role of discipline on the one hand, but on the other hand, to also highlight the role of the purpose of your goal, how important it is to really reach out and to really reach out beyond your current comfort zone and also to stay there and to achieve long-lasting success. So I have here on the on this side here the QR code for this text. If you want to hear it in full, it's The Common Denominator of Success, Albert Gray. It's a classic of self-development, so you can hear it. I have never found it as a book on tape or like on as an English text. Therefore, I made it myself, so it's a generated text, but it's really great to listen in and get the inspiration you need. So what are we looking for today? It is the next part. We are talking about habits. What are the right habits to take if you want to have the success you desire? Okay, let's listen in.
Every single qualification for success is acquired through habit. Men form habits, and habits form futures. If you do not deliberately form good habits, then unconsciously you will form bad ones. You are the kind of man you are because you have formed the habit of being that kind of man, and the only way you can change is through habit. The success habits in life insurance selling are divided into 4 main groups. 1. Prospecting habits. 2. Calling habits. 3. Selling habits. 4. Working habits.
Okay, so again, the success habit for any area of achievement can be divided into 4 main groups: contacting habits, calling habits, persuading habits, working habits. And as I just said, with the daily actions, so who do you have to contact? Who do you have to call? And also, like, how can you persuade others about the plan, about the idea you have? So let's listen in a little bit closer what Albert Gray means with these habits and discusses this a little bit further.
Let's discuss these habit groups in their order. Any successful life insurance salesman will tell you that it is easier to sell life insurance to people who don't want it than it is to find people who do want it. But if you have not deliberately formed the habit of prospecting for needs, regardless of wants, then unconsciously you have formed the habit of limiting your prospecting to people who want life insurance, and therein lies the one and only real reason for lack of prospects. As to calling habits, unless you have deliberately formed the habit of calling on people who are able to buy but unwilling to listen, then unconsciously you have formed the habit of calling on people who are willing to listen but unable to buy. As to selling habits, unless you have deliberately formed the habit of calling on prospects determined to make them see their reasons for buying life insurance, then unconsciously you have formed the habit of calling on prospects in a state of mind in which you are willing to let them make you see their reasons for not buying it.
Okay, so you might wonder, so why is he talking about life insurance? This is, you can make it a general call for any idea you want to realize. And whether you have to sell the idea of a certain product or your idea of your product or your service, an idea to in the company, in the team. So that's the idea, to not go to people that are already convinced, but to really go to people who don't have a clue yet. But you can therefore maybe even easier convince for your idea. So, and here the common ingredient, the common denominator is to do the things most people don't like to do. And that is also taking the risk to be rejected, as Albert Gray says before. So let's also get in another step. Like, yeah, can you still take more? Yeah, let's take a last step, and tomorrow we wrap this up. So if you're interested in the text and to listen to it in full, so here is the QR code, and I also shared the YouTube link for this video.
Any resolution or decision you make is simply a promise to yourself, which isn't worth a tinker's dam unless you have formed the habit of making it and keeping it. And you won't form the habit of making it and keeping it unless right at the start you link it with a definite purpose that can be accomplished by keeping it. In other words, any resolution or decision you make today has to be made again tomorrow, and the next day, and the next, and the next, and so on. And it not only has to be made each day, but it has to be kept each day, for if you miss one day in the making or keeping of it, you've got to go back and begin all over again. But if you continue the process of making it each morning and keeping it each day, you will finally wake up some morning a different man in a different world, and you will wonder what has happened to you and the world you used to live in.
So the next part of it, we will listen to tomorrow. So we will wrap it up. And so you have already heard that the promise you to yourself, that's more important even than the promise to others. So it's the integrity that you are living here and reliving, and therefore it also trickles down to everyone else that you meet and see. So we also call it attitude. So we have talked about that from with Earl Nightingale. So that is my inspiration to you at 5:59 in the morning, and hope that was inspiring for you. You had like a good start into the day with gratitude, goal writing, good energy. There's also the thing that I want to send out is that, like, letting go of things that have really been tough on you, that's a choice, and we will do that a little bit more tomorrow in the affirmations part, where it's an absolute underestimated thing, that things you are angry about and you carry with you, so you only carry it for you, but the others don't care anymore, so let it go. So that's the idea for tomorrow, 29th of August. So we are at the end of today, wishing you a great start into your day, and in general, great day. And if you like this idea to wake up in the morning, so come again tomorrow, feel free to share the word. My name is Daniel Schwenger. And if you like to know more about how I coach people, how I help them to achieve their goals, book your discovery call. The QR code is here. Looking forward to have a conversation and discussion with you about your goals. Have a great day. Bye.